Hey everyone, and welcome to this episode of KWC. And guess what? I'm out of my den. I'm out of the cabin in the woods. And today, I'm in my living room. Why? Because I have 5 swanky, good-looking, most women would call them eye candies, here in my living room. I can't fit them in my basement or my den. So here we have these 5 good-looking guys, and they are finalists for Mr. World Singapore 2020. Say hi, everybody.
Hi guys.
Hello everyone.
Nice to
Did
meet
I
you
just see middle fingers go up? No, right?
No,
Okay.
no reason to flip.
We're gonna go down. I'm gonna go down the sofa, and you guys can later on. You have to introduce yourselves, but I will introduce you first. I have with me Nicholas
Yes, hello.
and Linus
Hi.
and Jon Luke
Yeah.
and Gabriel,
What's up guys?
and finally Fairul.
Hello.
And these guys are part of the finalists. They are all finalists for this year's Mr. World Singapore. And this is where things are going to get real hot and interesting. Before I go on to the official questions here, I've got some interesting things I want to ask you first. Because this batch of yours for this year's contest seem to have some interesting stuff that's happened. And I'd just like to cover that first. Let me start with Linus.
Yes.
Linus, how old are you, Linus?
62. But I like to be known as 26, yeah.
62. And let me ask, why did you decide to enter this competition at this age?
Well, interesting question. Mainly because of the fact that I was encouraged by some very good friends, and they asked me to give it a go. I thought about it for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So there are 2 points that I thought maybe I would like to bring across, to the public is that life doesn't stop at 50. It doesn't stop at 60. It doesn't stop at 70. That means age is never a limit.
Damn straight.
Yeah, so to speak. So you can still chase passion,
Okay.
your dreams,
Okay.
your hope.
Right.
It doesn't stop there. It should carry on.
At 62, you're in great shape, man. Let me just tell you that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great shape. Were you always in this shape?
Okay, give and take, but it's about there.
Back in 1991, were you?
Oh,
in
no,
this,
no.
Were you in this shape?
Totally different. I was like broader, thicker on the waist, and my teeth were all every directions, very loose and just ugly.
So in 1991, you weren't looking so great,
No,
but you're looking great decades later.
so to speak. I think it came about in 1994.
Right.
Somebody sort of insulted me with a statement. I cannot remember who it was, but it was to the effect that, you're not going to make it physically. So I took it quite offensively, and I went to look around, search around, and I found an answer to it. I have to work hard myself.
Right.
I have to do something about myself.
Okay.
I have to build up my body physically to look better and up the market, so to speak.
Are you married?
Nobody wanted yet. I hope.
You're not married now?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
So, that was how I changed. And it took me quite a long while. Rome is never built in a day. So it took me quite a while, maybe about 12 months, and I saw the change. And I was happy with it. So I went along with it, and I kept the routine. And off on, I would put on some weight, I would lose, that kind of thing. But it all depends on how I take in my food. Like, it's 80% diet and 20% workout.
No lah, 70% diet, 30% workout lah.
I should say that 20% diet, the 80% workout. So I'm quite happy until now. I'm still happy with my form. I think I thank God. The minute I wake up every morning, I'm thankful that I'm still breathing. To me, it's a privilege.
I'd like to ask the rest of you guys, all these young guys seated next to you, and of course me here, not too young either. What do you guys think? How do you guys think he's going to fare against the rest of you, being so much younger?
Well, we're in different categories, right?
Yeah, we have the senior and the junior, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, senior and junior.
Yeah.
Right.
I think.
You mean there are other guys other than you, yourself, that's about your age?
No, I think at least about, they are like in 35,
Gaurav
Anyone
is the next
40?
oldest. Gaurav is 40.
40 years. Okay.
So you are really the oldest
Yeah,
contestant
yeah.
for this contest.
So I win them for one thing, my age. They'll never catch up.
That is true. That is true.
What do you guys think about Linus's chances?
Anyone?
I think depends on like which kind of segment you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Linus, good thing about Linus is I think he also can sing very well.
Wow.
Yeah, not everyone can sing very well as well. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's a talent in itself. He
Right.
can talk in terms of like this kind of hosting
Mhm.
in a way.
Mhm.
He can speak Chinese. So it depends on what you're looking at.
So he's effectively bilingual. He's got
Yes.
talent. He can sing well.
And so depending on which is your target audience, I believe.
Okay, I'm just going to change that question a little bit. My last question. The senior competitors for Mr. World. You know most of them, right? I'm pretty sure the young guys.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your take? How old are you guys on average?
25.
20?
25, 25.
25. Goodness, you're babies. Okay.
Half your age.
25, 26.
25. It's same damn thing. 25, 26. Okay. So you've met the seniors.
Yeah, we've met. Yeah.
What's your thoughts and opinions about the
the
shape you're in,
the
the way they
competition is
look,
Yeah.
and these are the guys that you are going to be like when you reach their age?
To be very honest,
Sure.
I feel that for this year's competition, the senior categories, right, are way stronger than the junior categories.
Yeah.
Like the guys competing in the senior category, right, physically, looks wise, they beat us out of the water. Yeah.
Really?
Honestly, very honestly. Yeah.
Looks, in terms of looks, or what else?
Looks, physique, maybe even the talents that they bring to the pageant. Yeah.
Right.
They completely beat us out of the water, like the
Ooh.
juniors. Yeah. Yeah, they are strong. They are strong. I'm honestly glad that like I'm not competing in the same category as them.
So this is where, thank you for being honest about
Yeah.
that. It's really nice to hear. Men who are older, we got character, you know what I'm saying? When we look,
Yes.
our
yeah.
looks have character.
Guys,
What can I say?
Guys
my
taste like fine wine.
yeah, but my face got a langgar by lorry, so don't worry.
Oh
about
lah.
it. Linus, do you think, because you're the oldest competitor there, that you're very much disadvantaged for this pageant?
Okay, in terms of energy and strength and stamina, yes, I have to admit it's not going to be easy. I have to spend more time to catch up with things. I have to work harder on, workout, to maintain my physical outlook. So it's not as easy as the younger ones. They have the energy and they have the drive. They just have the vitality, which I'm losing a bit at a time. But I always believe the tortoise and the rabbit story. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. It's going to sound something like you're going to be in a classroom and be schooled again.
So let them run. They're very hot. They're very energetic. Let them run first. I will still get my goal later. That's I encourage myself in that sense.
So the younger guys, do you recognize the fact that as we get older, right, it is not ever going to be easy to maintain whatever you find easy to maintain today?
Yeah, for sure.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It is a fact, and I can
It is a fact.
completely agree with Linus. Something sad occurred in October of this year. I think you know I'm going to go with this.
Yeah.
One of your fellow contestants passed away, sadly.
Yeah.
How close were you guys to the late Jacob?
To be honest, because we are split in different groups.
Right.
For myself, I only come across him once.
Right.
And because of COVID situation, I think this year's pageant is skewed in a way that we can't really contact each other very much.
Sure.
So it's a pity that I can't get to know him very well. But because we are sort of friends on social media, and I sort of share about his news, and I got a lot of mutual friends who know him. So they came to me to share about his story.
Right.
So it's a shame that I can't get to know him, because from what my friends say, he's actually a very amazing and nice person
Right.
to know. So yeah, I mean, it's a regret that I because of COVID we can't interact much.
What are your thoughts, you guys, about what happened?
For me, I went down to the wake.
Right.
I saw his family grieving. I found out a bit later that he was actually the same age as me. Yeah, he was 26 as well. And like, it's very hard to imagine like your whole life stripped away at my age. Yeah, like I'm sure he has his aspirations, his dreams, similar things that I have. Aims in life. It just seems like it's very hard to wrap your head around the fact that life can just be taken away so easily.
Right.
I saw the way they were grieving, and it was very heartbreaking. Yeah, the mom especially. Yeah, it was.
Must have been.
Sorry.
Must have been.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, especially since we were the same age.
Well, as a fellow contestant, I'm pretty sure you guys would have felt really something about that loss.
I think when we got the news, pretty much we were all lost for words, because he's a very young chap, and just like John, because we are in the same group,
Right.
so we just like him. I didn't get a chance to interact with him as well, but all that I've heard of him was positive, and he's a very nice guy. So it was a really big loss to all of us, that people like me, I haven't gotten a chance to get to know him.
Right.
Yeah, it would have been beautiful, if I would have gotten the chance to get to know him, what he's all about, what's his dreams, and what we've heard from other people. It's just all really, really good stuff. So yeah, it was a really sad news to everyone.
Fairul, since you're talking now, I have something to ask you.
Sure.
You're a drag queen by night.
Yeah.
It's a profession, but it is an unconventional one.
Yeah.
Some people have taken interest, of course, in that particular morsel of information that's put out there. Do you think that this attention, because you're a drag queen at night, puts you at an unfair advantage above everyone else? You get a lot of PR, man.
I mean, we all, I think everybody has heard of any news is good news, or what's the catchphrase?
No publicity is bad.
Any publicity is good publicity. But the way I see it is, I think I've mentioned this before, it could be seen as a pro and con.
Right.
Pros is that I'm getting a lot of attention, but it could be attention that I'm not looking for, or
Right.
I'm not interested in. Like people with negative things to say, And then the cons, definitely I feel way more than the pros.
So who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I really don't care like what people have to say, because I've went through enough shit to just like brush it off.
Sure.
Yeah. My main purpose to be here is so that if ever one day there is somebody else who is just like me and would want to have this opportunity, they know that it's possible. It's not just a platform for straight men. Like at the end of the day, no matter what I do, what my sexual preference is, and what my profession at night is, it doesn't make me any less of a man. As simple as that.
Sure.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I've only been doing it for 2 years actually.
Okay, what's the name of your moniker, your alter ego?
I go by Farah Shamrock.
Shamrock.
Yeah.
Why Shamrock?
Growing up, I was I don't know. I feel like all of us grew up ugly. Ugly, fat, short, chubby kid.
Don't worry about it. I'm still fucking ugly, bro. So don't worry about it.
Not my words. But yeah, so I felt like I've always been very down on luck, and then I learned about the clover leaf, the shamrock,
Right.
and I've always stuck by it. And even my Instagram name for my boy account is Todi Shamrock. I stuck by it because I felt like it has been something that's brought me luck. Like it's like my own personal clover leaf that I've instilled in myself.
The shamrock was my school logo.
Wait, the four leaf clover is called a shamrock, is it?
No,
or
the
is that a
shamrock, the three leaf clover.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
3-leaf clover.
so is that like the legit name for a 3-leaf clover, or is there like a?
It is a legit name for a 3-leaf clover,
Okay.
the shamrock. Yeah, it is.
Why not 4? Why 3? I thought the 4 leaf clover
If
is
you
the-
want to know the exact details of that,
You Google it.
It's a long story.
it is a fucking long story, bro.
It mimics like the Fibonacci. You know the Fibonacci numbers? 1, 1, 2, 3, 5.
The what
8.
numbers?
Fibonacci sequence,
What the fuck are you
basically.
talking about, man?
Nature follows this kind of pattern. Like, so the Fibonacci sequence is basically, you add the next two numbers consecutively. So 1, 1, then 2, then 1 plus 2 is 3, then 2 plus 3 is 5, 3 plus 5 is 8, and so on and so forth.
Right, you lost me
So-
at 3, okay?
Yeah, okay, but basically the idea is that nature somehow follows this kind of patterns. So that's why you have 3 leaves and then you have like 5 leaves, but then 4 leaf clovers is rare.
See, this is what we
Yeah.
call the young generation overthinking things. Actually, no, man. It's actually a Catholic thing.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, okay? I am not going to go into details. This is going to be kept a secular show. But go Google it. Google it. Yeah. Fuck, yeah. But this guy got so philosophical all of a sudden. I wouldn't even call it scientific. It's more like bloody philosophical, man. But you really did lose me at 3, though.
It was a guess actually. Yeah.
Okay, this is where I'm working things a little backwards now. So this is where I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask each of you to look into that camera there, the one right there, that one. Yeah.
Okay, alright.
And I'll go one by one. And this is actually a staple of my show for all of my Kopi kakis. Today you're my Kopi kakis. Mine is a fucking coffee, but never mind. We don't have a coffee table today. Sorry, I just put it out on auction or something like that. So one by one, you're just going to look at the camera and just going to tell people who you are and what you're about in your own words. Go for it, okay? We're going to start first with the guy with the binary equation, We're going to start with Nicholas. Nicholas, let's go. Mike's yours.
My name is Nicholas. I'm just a guy who wants to look good. Yeah.
That's
me.
it?
That's me. Yeah.
You're fucking with me, right? Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be really skinny, struggle with food issues, eating disorders, and so
Now we're
I
getting somewhere,
I
okay.
trained really hard and got to where I am now. So I guess I'm kind of obsessed with that. I studied physics in university,
No
but
wonder.
yeah, but I always tell people I'm a physics and physics double major. I always have this little joke because when I was in school, I didn't study at all. All I did was go to the gym 5 times a week to so-called escape from my previous skinny self. Yeah.
And you've been going to the gym for how long?
About 6 years. 6
6 years.
Natural. Yeah.
Okay. No, guys, you got to wait your turn, yeah? Because I'm going to ask you, eating disorder, what do you mean?
Eating disorder, okay, it was borderline anorexia. Okay, it wasn't really something I struggled with at the start. Okay, so how it happened was that around when I was 15 or 16 years old, you know when you're a kid, you have all that little child fats, all that little
Puppy fat.
Yeah, puppy fats, all
Right.
the shakes on the bit on the belly, all that.
Yeah,
I want to
still
get
have
rid
that,
of that,
I still have those.
So that was okay. Yours is from bulking and mass.
No, mine is from the time I was 12. Never mind me, go on.
Time to go on a cut, man. Okay.
Shut the fuck up. It's a short story, man. Come on. Yeah. Time to go on a cut. Freaking. I'm old enough to be your father, dude. Okay, anyway, just kidding. Just go on. Yeah. And
Yeah.
what happened? You were puppy fats and stuff.
Yeah, so I obviously did my own research. I looked at Men's Magazine, Men's Health Magazine.
Right.
Then they have all these 6-pack shortcuts, how to get 6-packs.
Right.
So according to all these magazines, you need to diet really hard. You need to starve yourself. You need
Yeah.
to do lots of cardio and
Yeah.
HIIT to get 6-packs.
Yeah, 10% body fat shit.
Yeah, so I did just that. And so I lost 10 kg in 3 months because I was in secondary 4. I was transitioning to JC.
Right.
And mind you, I was in a guys' school for secondary school.
Right.
So it's like
Which school?
Hwa Chong.
Okay.
So in JC, it's like getting ready to meet girls. I need 6-packs to meet girls. So, right? I mean, for straight guys, yeah. So.
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
Yeah, I feel
What do
it,
you
bro.
mean
I
you
feel it,
feel
bro. I
it?
feel it,
What's
bro.
wrong with you two? Okay, never mind. I'll talk to you about that shit later on. Yeah, go on.
So I starved myself and I got a nice 6-packs, but of course it was skinny 6-packs. But I was proud of it.
Skinny 6. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, I was eating less than
Skinny
1,000
6-packs.
calories a day. My diet in secondary school was half a bowl of fried rice and 3 nuggets every day. That's all. Yeah, every day. So starving myself. And I was doing 3 times HIIT, intense, sweat a lot. So I was really, really skinny. So in JC, I got together with my first ex-girlfriend. We dated for 2 years. After that, breakup. After breakup, I was a depressed little shit.
Okay.
Yeah, when I went to army, I realized, looking good, to look good actually is not about being skinny six packs, It's looking at all those army officers, getting buffer and all that. You actually need some mass. So that's why I started to
So
go to
there's
the
a
gym.
difference now. Skinny six packs and buff six packs.
Yeah, of course, a huge difference. Don't you think so?
I don't know. I don't have six packs. Oh, fuck that, I know. Okay.
Maybe you should try one day.
Huh?
We should try one day.
I don't know. I can feel them though, but I just can't freaking see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're well protected.
So
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, very, very insulated. Yeah.
Yeah, so ever since then, I've just been obsessed with the notion of just training and just.
So you have six packs now.
Kinda, but I was in my bulking phase. So right now we have our Mr. World photo shoot next
Right.
week. So I have to dry it out for this. For
So
the
you're
next week.
drying it out. Okay.
Yeah, drying it out. Yeah.
Okay, jeez. Okay. So how many of you here have six packs? Put up your hands. Okay, wait. Only two put up hands. Are you sure? Huh? You don't have, huh?
Yeah, he confirm have. He confirm have. He confirm have. He confirm have.
He's the one with the most.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
he
Can
shut
I
up, he
ask
shut
you to please fucking humor me, okay? Indulge me. Can you just stand up and just pull up your t-shirts a little bit? I gotta see this shit, man. Come on, come on. No. Those who put up your hands. Oh, those who put up their hands.
I'm still holding on.
guys,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Pull up his thigh. Ladies, if you didn't catch that, too freaking late. Yeah, but you can rewind.
You didn't see that. You didn't see that.
Here we go.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Ooh, yo.
Man, life isn't fair. Okay. Good job, man. Have a seat. You got six pack.
Life isn't fair to me too.
But you also put out your hand. Don't get bluff.
For mine, go to my Instagram so you can see my filter.
Shut up. You're on my show now. Can you please just stand up and just do that?
Mine, just manage your expectations. It's not his. Yeah. It's faint.
Okay,
but
like it's
there.
faint, like
Yeah.
it's like shading and the kind of
Yeah.
thing, Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But pretty good, man. Pretty good. And everyone's talking about yours now.
But I'm a woman. No, just kidding.
Here we go. Check it out. Wow.
Wow.
I also have, okay.
Okay, you asked us to show then.
Your turn.
Your
Hello,
turn, what?
my show, your show. Shut up.
Our show.
One day, one day.
I am very covered. Anyway, thank you for your sharing. I kind of enjoyed that actually. I wasn't laughing at you because of you were anorexic. I wasn't. Yeah, but I'm glad you're out of it and you're looking great.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I just want to dispel something. You don't need to have six packs to get the chicks. Yeah.
That's true. That's
Oh,
true.
come on,
No, in
man.
fact, like the better looking you are, the less girls approach you. Like, yeah, like in fact, like the current girl I'm seeing, she was telling me actually she's not attracted to me because of my muscles or my body, and a lot of my exes also told me that also.
And
They say they want someone who understands you, who's in tune with your emotions.
There you
who
go.
can take care of you. Yeah,
Mhm.
all this girly stuff. Yeah,
there
but,
you go.
Yeah,
What's the girly stuff?
yeah.
He
so-
just shot himself in the foot, didn't he?
No. So,
Go girlfriend or no?
trying to chase somebody.
Oh, you're trying to chase
Trying to
somebody.
chase somebody.
Girly shit. Come
No,
on, dude.
After what you say, she
Exactly. Half finish.
No. So right now I realize, actually getting muscles is not about girls anymore. So now my motivation is no longer girls. Now
Okay.
the motivation is just training in itself and enjoying the process.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Linus, how about you?
Well, that part of the story is no longer my story.
Tell us what you want to tell us. What do you want the audience to
Okay.
know about you?
Just a brief intro, which you already did just now. My name is Linus Li, the oldest contestant, 62 years old, due to retire middle of this year actually.
Wow.
But was extended for 12 months more, which to me is an honor. Okay, for me, life has not been easy because we went through the Medica generation.
Right.
So it was started off in the late 60s when Singapore was not so stable. We had curfew, we have riots, we have the tough times. Tough times. But it wasn't that bad because it was the ending part of it. Then we went through the LKY period, which
Right.
was the marching forward, marching forward of the country, the policy, everything, So we just follow and work very hard. Pay was like very little. At times, during the school holidays, I had to work part-time. And I remember working as a toilet cleaner for 2 months
Wow.
in GE factory. Yeah.
Wow.
Just washing the toilet for only $280. That was tough.
Wow.
That was tough, yeah. But you just need to work hard because family was not rich, earn the money and pay for your textbook the following year. And then the following year, I went to work in a company called Cassava. It's a printing company where you fold paper, paste them into, paper bags. They sell in bulk, no machines, everything was handmade. So again, another $290 to pay for the textbook of the following year. So life went on that way, but we don't grumble. We just went and do what we need to do because including me, there were 6 children in my family. So we had to work very hard to sustain. After school, life went on and I ended up in the travel line.
Okay.
And it was nice. The pay was still low, and then things started to be better off. Then I got to travel. I love to travel. Travel to places.
You were a tour coordinator.
Sorry?
You were coordinating tours.
No, I don't. I'm kind of in the airline business, but ground staff.
Okay.
Ground staff. So privileged to travel, and you went to different places and all that. So life was very interesting. Different stages. But for now, is that I am privileged and honored in the sense that I'm still living and breathing. I want quality life because, like you mentioned earlier before the show, is that you want to spend good quality life as you age. So you want to make sure that you still can move, you still can run, you still can eat, and enjoy, and chase dreams and have passions.
Yes.
Yeah. So for me, that is my perspective. And by the time I hit 65, I'll be getting money from the CPF.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
It's amazing, yes.
So it's to me, I've completed, achieved everything that I wanted to achieve, So no regrets.
Except winning Mr. World.
I hope so, but I don't think so. Unlikely. And those people, those viewers, I don't think they want to look at the old face to be Mr. Senior, Mr. Wu, I'm sure.
You'd be surprised, man. You'd be
I hope
surprised.
so.
There's a lot of character.
I hope so.
Right? And then, in my opinion, I'm saying this also because I'm not that young either. Sometimes the lines in our faces are a lot more attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the best, my friend.
Thank you.
And thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Now, Jon Luke.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Is that name in your ID?
Luke is actually my surname.
Luke is your surname?
Yes, Jonathan is my real name.
Jonathan Luke.
Yeah, but
Because it sounds strangely like the captain from the Enterprise in Star Trek, man. Jon Luke,
yeah, so John is a short form where people call me because Jonathan is pretty common. So people just John. So
Okay.
I get used to it. Luke is actually my surname, but some people use it to differentiate me from the other Jonathans.
Right.
So some people call me Luke instead. Yeah,
So who is Jon Luke?
John Luke. Who is John Luke? So I'm John Luke.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So
What are you all about?
So I used to be a ugly kid, most of us are used to. So I don't know why, but yeah.
What the fuck's all this thing,
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, wait, like nowadays all the Gen Z kids are like
Come
they
on,
blow up,
Insta famous.
Instagram,
Wait a second, you're Gen Z, aren't you?
No, we are
millennials.
Really?
Yeah, different. It's a very big difference in generation. Yeah, to be honest.
You consider millennials?
Yeah, we're millennials.
6-year-olds, really?
Yes.
Then what am I?
I think you're Merdeka generation.
Okay. All this
Yeah.
thing about we were all ugly kids.
Yeah,
we
we're
are
all ugly kids,
Jeez, give me a
right?
break.
So, so I used to be the low self-esteem kind of guy. So growing up, I think I been through certain stuff that most of them been through as well, I believe. So going through life, I feel that it's more towards self-improvement and breakthrough. So likewise, joining this competition is more towards breakthrough, because joining the media side, like acting or even hosting, is something that I would never imagine myself doing. It's like going back 10 years now, the me then will say that, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, I don't even like to take a selfie of myself. I think it's ugly, right? That was then. So joining this pageant as well is actually something that I would never imagine myself wearing, like swimming wear, taking photos,
Tight little speedos.
Yeah.
budgie smugglers.
If it's me last time, I would tear the photo away,
I wouldn't wear a budgie smuggler, man.
I mean,
I gotta wear something for parrots, but never mind.
I don't know about the other people, like because they got amazing body, but for me, it actually takes a lot of courage on my end to actually do it, to actually post it, because I don't know what other people might think about me, because it's like a breakthrough on my end. Because to me, if you need to go through something that is uncomfortable in order to evolve and break through as a person. So that's how I live my life, basing on that. For this competition, I'm not in it to win, but more towards to discover myself more and to not be a meme.
What have you discovered so far?
Actually, I can actually lose more weight. No lah.
Well, that's a discovery.
But legit, he lost a lot of weight.
Okay, fine. I think any one of us who put our minds to it can lose weight. Tell me something else.
Yeah. I can actually. I feel that like going through this competition, right? I begin to know more towards people like Fairul, for example, because I used to have a lot of friends who are not straight as well, but I support them as friends and everything. But going through together with Fairul or even the other people, right, it's sort of, there's a bond, and I sort of feel that I should be on their side to join them as their voice as well, because I think that is something that people like to see, and in this age, I think that, I don't know, I think that everybody deserves a chance and deserves a voice. I feel, yeah. So I think this is the bond that I discovered during this Mr. World pageant, and also I'm still discovering myself in terms of like self-confidence level.
Right.
Yeah. So.
But you said
Yeah.
that you feel that success is determined by the number of people you've impacted.
Yeah, I was actually.
So
going
how do you
towards
think
that.
you've impacted people?
Impacting people, I think, comes in a lot of ways.
How do
right?
you think you've done that?
So to me, impacting people in success is determined by the number of people impacted in your life. You can see that success when you actually lie down in that coffin, I feel, because the people who come out to your wake, to grieve for you, to remember you for what you have done for them. That's how I feel that.
At your eulogy, you mean, when people come up and speak about you.
Yeah,
when
and
you're
like
gone.
how you have impacted their life. I think that's how you determine the success by then. I feel, yeah.
Okay. Gabriel,
Yes.
can you tell everyone what you're all about?
Oh, stressy.
Memes.
Yeah.
Besides memes.
The guys before me also deep, Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Gabriel. I'm contestant number 1 in this Mr. World Singapore pageant. About myself, I'm currently working as an aerospace engineer. I majored in engineering. Stuff I'm passionate about. I love manga, anime. I love memes. Yeah, memes are life. Yeah. If you guys follow me on Instagram, yeah, you guys can enjoy my Insta stories. I post a lot of memes there.
Guys, he has an alarm set on his phone just to send memes every day on his Instagram story. He purposely set an alarm for memes.
Memes are love, memes are life. Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
There's something that you painted yourself as. You painted yourself as an awkward turtle.
Yeah, I do.
So obviously, this shouldn't be the case anymore, right? You're in this pageant. So what do you mean by awkward?
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, okay, I don't want to rehash like the same stories. Okay, I can resonate quite a lot with John. Yeah, the whole grew up ugly kind of stuff. Self-confidence issues. I deal with the same shit.
Having a self-confidence issue?
Dude, I glowed up over puberty to be honest. Yeah, I thank God for puberty. Yeah, but before that,
Thank God for puberty.
Yes,
Okay.
thank God for puberty. Yeah, but secondary school, JC years wasn't the best years of my life. Looks wise, yeah. Dealt with a lot of insecurity, self-confidence issues.
Right now? How about right now? Where are you now?
Yeah, so okay, here's the thing. Like, your looks doesn't determine who you identify yourself as. Yeah, because the thing is, you can look really good, right? And you can see people out there with like huge insecurities. Yeah, so I'm still trying to deal with the baggages that were formed in my childhood. Yeah, so obviously I joined this competition because same thing. I want to step out of my comfort zone. I want to put myself out there. I want to improve on who I am.
You know something? You know
Yeah.
my first impression of you, man? When you guys were coming up here before we started rolling the cameras
Yeah.
and we were talking a bit, then of a lot of you here, you're the most Xiao guy.
I mean, okay.
And you telling me that you have this awkwardness thing, this
memes
thing
are
about
cover up.
insecurities and stuff, it doesn't seem that way to me, man.
I mean, people use humor as a coping mechanism. Yeah, it's the same thing for me. Yeah, like
that's
it is really
that's a good save
yeah
coping
like,
mechanism.
It is a coping mechanism. Like after a while, like you learn to have self-deprecating humor. You stop looking at your flaws as something to be ashamed of, and you transform it into like a humorous experience to joke with people about. And in turn, it just makes you a more personable person, rather than just being someone that's like a downer that is always like sad and depressed. Yeah.
Okay.
You turn it into a positive. Try to make it into something that you can bring joy to people.
Let me say something to you. On a personal note,
Okay.
I think you're doing fine. I really don't sense it, I don't see it, and I think you're doing great.
Thanks.
So whatever you've been doing, whether it's self-deprecating humor and all that shit, is working.
Thanks. It means a lot. Yeah. I'm trying my
No,
best.
sincerely.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Thanks.
You're doing a good job because I would never have thought you to be that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it took many years of working on myself and transformation.
Great,
Yeah.
great,
Yeah,
great.
Still working on it.
Great.
But thank you.
Fairul, a lot of said just now about your alter ego
Yeah.
and all that. But right now, I'd like you, in your own words, to the camera, to tell everyone more about you, what you're all about. Here you go.
Hi guys, my name is Fairul. I'm contestant S12 from Mr. World Singapore 2020, and I'm 33 this year. What?
You're 33
Yeah.
this year. Gee.
Yeah, you totally skipped me when you were asking for everybody's age, so I'm just like, sure.
Well, now at least you say.
Yeah. So yeah, what I'm all about. Basically, when I joined the competition, I knew this was gonna be teetering. Like I'm testing the system basically.
Okay.
So when I came and to know that I was accepted for who I am and what I do, it totally changed my mindset. Like I'm super honored that the organizers and the company is not judging me based on what they already know about what I do.
Okay.
Because my concern was, what if they don't want someone like me to represent Beam, to represent the pageant?
Right.
Like, would that be an issue? Like, can you imagine me being shortlisted and then I came down for the interview and like, oh, sorry, we don't want your kind? Because this is the kind of things that we as gay people hear every single day.
Okay.
Would we be accepted? Do they want our kind? Do we
Right.
like our kind?
Right.
And these are the stories that needs to be heard. And my purpose here is to be that voice. And if it takes me to a bigger platform like Mr. World Stage, I want to be that voice. I want to make sure that these untold stories are heard. How many lives have we lost because of torment and torture from harsh words and,
From mainstream.
Yeah, from the mainstream, from the people who are small-minded, who look at people of the LGBTQIA community as a negative.
Right.
They fail to see that we are also human.
Right.
They fail to see that at the end of the day, we are also someone's child.
Right.
They fail to realize that we all have our own stories.
Sure.
Yeah, so whenever there's a character portrayed negatively, it affects me a lot because for me, I don't live that lifestyle. I don't do those kind of stuff. So I do not like to be boxed into a mindset where, oh, every gay guy sleeps around, every gay guy has HIV, every gay guy is a pedophile. I'm not that person. I don't do all those stuff. So when this kind of thing is portrayed in the media, it teaches kids the wrong thing.
No,
So-
is it really portrayed in the media?
I mean, yeah, Channel 8, thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm not a pedophile. Huh?
You know something, just to let you know, I, besides Kopi with Chris, we also have another show that I'm on with
Alright.
two other panelists and hosts. And we did talk about this in that episode, and we did slam them for that.
Thank you.
Just so you know, yeah. And frankly, I am very glad to hear that you're carrying that flag.
Yeah.
Really, I am.
I mean, if I don't do it, then because there has been contestants who I'm not gonna name who were part of the LGBTQS community, but they are not open about it, and I don't blame them for it, you know, because not everyone is as privileged. I would say I'm privileged. I grew up with my family being very accepting. As much as that was an easy journey, I did lose friends when I came out, when they found out about what I do and who I am. There were people who were like, oh my God, I can't believe I know this person, you know? I can't believe he's like this. I'm like, what do you mean by this? Like, this is a job, this is an interest, you know? It's an art. Just because you fail to see it as art, you see it negatively.
Right.
I don't drag up to sell myself as a whole. I perform. I'm a performer.
Okay.
You know? Why are you not seeing that way? Why do you immediately put it into a negative just because of my sexual orientation and my sexual preference? You know, like, why can you not realize that it's a career?
Right.
Yeah.
And so coming into Mr. World is your opportunity to at least try to shine here.
Yeah.
They've accepted your orientation and you're proud to just carry the LGBTQ flag, if I may, you know, put it that way, if you will.
I wear all the colors of the rainbow.
I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Guys, I want to come to this bit here. Each of you, tell me one thing about someone else here amongst you on this sofa, on this couch, that other people might not know about. Now, I know he's a meme king. That's a given already, right? Tell me something that you know that others don't know.
By others, you mean like what?
That other people might not know about. You might know something about someone.
You mean other people,
Or-
like people here don't know about, or like people?
Here don't know about. People out there might not know about.
Oh, you want us to create drama or expose secrets?
Are there secrets? Are there secrets?
Not really.
Don't think so.
I think people here don't know that Fairul used to be from USS, I guess. Yes,
Yeah.
he's a
I
USS
mean, now we
performer.
can say it because the logo contracted.
USS?
I know
used to
him
be from
through
USS.
Universal Studios.
Universal Studios, yeah.
We did Halloween Horror Nights together. That's where we met.
Oh,
right?
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Chinese New Year.
That's nice to know. This is what I'm talking about. That's
Yeah.
just Anything else, guys?
He's amazing at dancing.
I used to have 14 ex-girlfriends before I...
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
More than me.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that 14th bitch secured my mind. I'm like, fuck it. Go gay all the way.
What bother?
So, can I ask, is it because you didn't realize it until the 14th one that you
No,
realized?
it's not that I didn't realize. Like, I mean, our generation, we were not very exposed to all this growing up. You know, like there was no gay shows on TV. It was basically something very taboo. So growing up, I was just very confused. I'm like, why do I like guys? Like, why am I attracted to them? But because of who I'm surrounded with and what I watch on TV, I told myself that, okay, you know what, I have to find a girlfriend. Yeah. So it was just to conform to society and what they deem as normal, you know? So that's what I did. I dated girls and I don't know how I can get girls. I was so short, fat. They keep calling me cute. I think that's why lah. I was a cute, short, round thing, you know, bouncing here and there. But yeah, so the 14th ex-girlfriend, what happened was she cheated on me with 3 other guys.
What?
Wow.
Fucking bitch. Yeah, but because I grew up in a very loving family, so I'm all about love. So whenever I'm in a relationship, right, I give my all. Even like when my sister found out like what my sister wanted to like just like, what's the fucking problem? Yeah, my sister was very protective also. So like yeah. So when I devote a lot, you know, like I tried my best to make sure that, you know, I try to go the right way, especially coming from a Muslim family. You know, I try to make sure that I do the right thing as much as my family is very supportive and whatnot. So when it reached to that point, I'm like, you know what, I'm just done lah. Let's just try, guys.
Wow.
But Linus, interestingly, he said that Who were you pointing to? You said just now.
Our generation.
Our generation. So I'm in between.
Okay,
No,
sure,
you're
our
in between.
generation.
You're in
I'm
between
in
the
the
two of us.
middle.
So, do you recall any time, from well, you're older than me, that we've not seen anything like that on mainstream or anywhere in clubs in Singapore? Because I remember the Boom Boom Room.
But that was about it. It was not on mainstream media.
There were also one or two bands that had transgender singers. There were. So it's not that there wasn't an exposure. There was. I'm not trying to correct you. I'm just trying to give you added information that there were. You'd be very surprised after the show. There are one or two people that you would not have believed were cross-dressing and doing shows too. There were. But I'll tell you after the show, not on camera, but I'll do that later on. But just give you that morsel of information. So any more things that you guys want to say about someone else along this couch that the rest of the world may not know about? So we know he can dance. He was with USS and Horror Nights on Halloween. What else?
How do you put this on?
Oh, you mean there's something you have, right?
Yeah, we're all in different.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're all in different groups, and
Well, Linus and I are in the same group.
oh yeah, we're in the same group.
Yeah. Because someone was saying in the beginning, due to the whole COVID situation,
Right.
they split us up into like groups of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So that at any one point of time, we won't be flouting the COVID rules.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about the other groups, but most of the chat happens within our groups.
Right.
Yeah. So and because of the whole COVID restriction, we don't really meet up in person with like the other group, other members from other groups. So like the bond wise, not as strong as we would have loved it to be.
Okay.
Yeah. So even right now we're getting to know each other. Like
So all these small opportunities, right, help us to actually get to know each
even
other.
through this interview, like the whole shamrock thing,
I think it's pretty brilliant, man.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty brilliant based on what Fairul said. Fairul said a lot. So based on what he said, I know you're straight. You're not?
Yeah.
You're not straight.
Yeah. Actually, I wanted to chip into what Fairul said.
Okay. Right, here we go.
Just now I wanted to like affirm what he said, but you all were talking too fast. Like I felt that was really heartfelt, whatever he said, wanted to affirm that. Like whatever he said about the stigma about LGBT is true. So for myself, I'm bisexual, but I don't usually tell people that because I consider myself 99% straight.
Okay.
Because the type of guys that I like are very girly. I only like girly guys.
Right.
So like you give me any normal guy on the street, I wouldn't be attracted to them.
Okay.
So I've dated lots of girly guys before.
Okay.
Yeah, like even to the point of
Is this the first time you're coming out?
no, I've come out to most of my close friends, yeah. But it's just that to the public I don't come out often. But all my close friends know, even my parents know. But my parents is a different story. I hope you're not watching this, but like, it's fine, they know. Like my mom accepts it, but my father doesn't. So I told my father I'm bisexual and he said, no, you're not, you're straight. And I'm like, okay, whatever, So yeah. So he's a staunch Christian. I'm Christian, so he's a staunch Christian, so he's like a bit traditional.
Right.
Yeah, so he doesn't accept it. Yeah. So but basically I've dated lots of girly guys before. So whatever he said about the LGBT community, those words are really heartfelt. So hope whoever's watching listens to that and all the stigma and all that. It's true.
For each other,
Yeah, but honestly, you can consider me straight because like I'm only attracted to femininity. I'm not attracted to masculinity in a male. I'm only attracted to femininity in a male. Yeah.
Right.
I'm straight too. Straight to the point.
I think we all sort of gathered that already. But Linus, how about you?
About what? Sorry.
Straight?
I would think so.
You would think so.
I never want to deal with the question. Okay, not because I'm shy or whatever, but I think sexual orientation has a different platform for me.
Sure.
So on Facebook for years, for weeks, and even months, there is always a question of are you top? Are you bottom? My answer is I'm sexless. Yeah, because I don't see sex as the major part of my character.
Sex or gender?
I mean,
What do you mean by sex? Orientation.
Yeah,
Okay.
orientation. So for me, I'm not against anybody who's gay or bisexual or straight. I think it all boils down to the love of God. I'm not a so-called spiritual Christian, but the love of God. God loves everyone. Whether you're straight, gay, bi, trans or whatever, He loves everyone. He doesn't discriminate.
Okay.
And whatever you do that is wrong, so-called wrong, regardless of whatever sexual orientation you are, a wrong is a wrong.
Right.
So I base on that as my standard.
So your answer, long and short of it, and correct me if I'm wrong, you said you're sexless. So we're really not going to get a definite, usual mainstream definite, yes or no?
Yes. No, I don't want to go into the topic if I can help it.
Okay.
To me, it's rather so-called private, but I have no discrimination against anyone who is of a different sexual orientation.
Okay. Actually, to be honest with you, I didn't even want to have this conversation going to students. Not say that, but the reason for me asking was because I wanted to highlight that there's so much camaraderie, regardless of orientation.
Yeah.
And I thought from the very get-go that gentleman down there, Nicholas, is actually straight.
99%.
He's with the numbers,
Really.
But how about you, John?
Me? I'm 100% straight. I mean,
Okay.
if you go with numbers.
So
but
you're
I
100%.
did, because, I mean, we, like what Fairul said, we have never get exposed to this LGBT thing in the past.
Right.
Once, I think in secondary school, I don't know why my bio teacher starts talking about gay and bi and guys can like guys kind of stuff. On the spot, I did question myself, am I gay? Because I don't know about this. But from that question, I know that I'm not gay. Yeah.
Right now, what do you think?
I'm 100% straight. Yeah. But that question itself that my bio teacher put to all of us made me
Right.
question because I don't know what's gay.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, but I think it's right in the sense that Fairul said that I think certain education has to be done
Right.
in the media world. Yeah. But then again,
Not to discriminate, that is.
yes, not to discriminate them. But then again, it boils down to whether are we promoting or
Right.
not. That's the kind of stuff, right?
Right.
So must have a balance, I feel.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. And yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a ruler, and not the ruler that can bend to draw curve graph one. Yeah, like the normal.
Now we
ruler.
know who messes the toilet.
Yeah. I was, as in same lah. As in, I got ever think of it before, but I came to the conclusion that I'm very straight. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
you came to the conclusion.
Yes,
How
yes,
did you
yes.
come to that conclusion?
Must be a meme.
Yeah, I once saw a meme and it gave me a revelation. But as in, it's like I don't know, I'm just realizing a lot of things right now. Like, okay, my gaydar is like off. Like I have no gaydar. Yeah, so like up to now, I don't know which are the contestants in.
Really? Yeah.
Really,
No
really.
way,
I
no.
swear, like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
can
quite
tell.
frankly, I have no gaydar
I have
either.
no gaydar. I have no gaydar. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I'm still hoping to find out. Like, I have a few guys in mind. I plan to ask. Like,
You will ask them?
just ask lah. Why not?
But I got lots of friends who are also gay,
Yeah.
and nice friends, frankly, and I don't discriminate.
Nothing wrong. There's
They're
really
just
nothing wrong.
they're
Yeah.
people, and sometimes they're the nicest people around.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. So, but the point I wanted to highlight, actually, I will say it again in front of the cameras, that just to prove a point that everyone here gets along, which is great.
Yeah.
There seems to be no discrimination. Everyone just arm in arm, just doing what you do, right?
Yeah,
For this
yeah.
pageant, which is great. I think it's an amazing thing. We come to this point of the show. It's called a quick fire segment. Okay. So there's so many of you guys. Usually I have one Kopi Kaki, at the most two, but now I've got five. There have been some women, but very rarely. So how we're going to do this is like this. I'm going to ask questions, one question at a time. You can feel free to answer by raising your hand, then I will pick.
Okay.
Okay? Can, huh?
Yeah.
Better that way. But this is the first question. This one's meant for everyone to answer. Very simple one. Quick fire, yeah? Don't think so much. So let's start with a practice round. Start with this. What secondary school did you go to?
You've already found out for me.
One more time lah.
Hwa Chong.
Linus?
Kiong Baru Secondary.
Wow.
Which is already gone.
Chongzheng High Yishun.
Chongqing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Temasek Secondary School.
Wow.
Seling Secondary, which is already gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's a quick fire.
Okay.
Okay. Temasek, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, Chongqing, my goodness. Fantastic stuff. Yeah. Okay. Finally, I don't have the repeat telecast. You know why? Because my Kopi kaki so far, right? Most of them are from SGI. Where else? SGI, HCS, Raffles, St. Pat's.
You elitist, is it?
What? Why elite?
Invite all the
only elite one I mentioned was RI. What the rest were elites? Please, come on, give me a break.
Where your neighborhood schools? Where are the neighborhood schools, man?
Here we are.
Change your show. Not what Kopi with Chris. More like Starbucks with Chris, man.
Hello, today you quite stylo Milo already sitting down here without any coffee. Huh. Okay, here's a quick fire. Put up hands. This is the one you put up hands on. That's big, huh? If you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go? Yes.
Bangkok Naka!
Why am I not bloody surprised? Okay, next one. If you could travel back or forward in time somewhere, when would that be and why?
I will go forward in time, 10 years down, because I got stuff that I want to do, like people that I want to help. In 10 years time, I want to set up a social enterprise. So I want to see whether it works or not.
I'll tell you what you can do, okay? Because in 10 years time, right, COVID-19 will come back. It's a plan on what to do for people to help them when COVID-19 strikes again.
Where's the wood? Once this is over, done and gone.
Hey, come on. That bullshit, guys. You do know, right, that this thing is cyclical, man. It's gonna be like that. The Spanish flu occurred in 18? Right? It's been years. Yes, I know. But this thing is a different animal. It's a different animal.
iPhones come out every year.
Coronavirus started with SARS. Don't forget.
COVID-20.
Yeah. Now, not being negative, but just being freaking practical.
Okay.
Next question. If the police were to bust in here right now and arrest you, what do you think the crime would be for?
For stripping in my underwear in public.
Why what? Why?
So I like to celebrate my birthdays alone. And every one of my birthdays, I like to do something that is weird and so-called alters my
In
consciousness.
your birthday suit?
No, not my birthday. So it can be anything. It can be something crazy. Like doing 21 reps of everything in the gym, just something crazy. So on my 24th birthday last year,
Right.
I decided I'm going to go to the MRT station, in a crowded MRT station, strip to my underwear and do 24 push-ups to celebrate my 24th birthday.
And you did that?
I did that.
And what the fuck happened?
There were some people filming me and all that.
And the cops didn't come?
No, they didn't come.
You mean the MRT station? You do it somewhere in the MRT station where there was no CCTV on you?
I don't know, but it was in Bugis MRT station, right smack in the middle.
You're so fucking lucky, dude, because you would have been arrested within 24 hours.
Yeah,
wow. Yeah, okay.
And geez, you do know that this is going to go out there, right?
But they should question themselves, what were you guys doing? Who's on shift? You were having Kopi with Chris, right? We know.
Next question. If you had to lose either your arm or a leg, which would it be and why?
No. None.
Leg. Because I hate legs day. Got the squad already.
Why every time you answer, I face off?
What the fuck?
Serious.
Never skip legs day, my friend.
But to be fair, no one expect the answer. Yeah. So it's like,
Ah, fuck. Because I hate legs day, so I don't mind losing my leg. Jeez. 2 more quick fires. And some of you have been signed it, especially the 3 of you guys.
This generation.
If you had one more day to live, what would you do? Yep.
I would go back to church. Yeah, I've been backslidden for quite a while, and I still believe in everything that the church teaches. But it's just yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go back to church.
Because you know you only have one more day to live, lah.
I believe that no matter I'm already saved. So whether or not I go back to church or not, I still believe that I'll go to heaven. But I just want to make things right. Yeah.
How'd that happen? You still believe you go to heaven, huh?
Yes, I still believe.
I still don't know whether I can go to heaven.
I still believe in that. Yeah, but if I had one day left to live, I would go back to church. Yeah, that'll be what I do. Yeah, that's what I would do. Yeah.
Okay, here's the last and final question. If you were to win the coveted Mr. World title, who is the first person you would call? Yes, Linus.
My friend, my very close friend. 3 of them at least. So I think I will call them and let them know. And I'm sure they will rejoice with me. But it's not going to happen.
Stop being so negative, my friend. There's so much wisdom in you, you know?
Gosh.
Yeah? So sometimes beauty is more than just skin.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
That I agree. That I
Yes.
agree. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you guys to help me end the show this way. Okay, this is the very final bit. What would, from each of you, yeah, be your biggest piece of advice for any one of my viewers or listeners listening in? What would be your biggest piece of advice? Let's start this way now, Fairul.
My biggest piece of advice for the mainstream public is to be less judgmental and to learn to be more accepting. Yeah. Always remember that words hurt deeper than a knife. Yeah. Because if you say something, it could really affect someone who, let's say, is a child and he's going to grow up with that mindset that he's never enough, he's horrible, he's a sin, he's, you know, it's just it will stuck lah. So be mindful, be respectful, and just be more accepting, and the world will be a better place.
Thank you. Gabriel.
I guess my biggest piece of advice would be to figure out your identity, of who you are. I think a lot of people these days they put off figuring out themselves. And I'm not talking about like sexual orientation and stuff like that, you know.
Self-awareness, you mean?
Yes, being self-aware, because like there's so much distraction nowadays in this world. All the Netflix, all the social media, it's very easy to put off the hard questions, the tough questions.
Mm-hmm.
You end up growing up and you just realize that you don't know who you are. You don't know where you're going in life. You don't know what you want. And I think, the biggest thing you can do for yourself in your journey is to figure out your identity. Whatever that means for you. But the moment you know where you are at, that's where you can start to move in the direction you want to go.
Right.
Because where you go in life is relative to where you are now. And if you don't know where you are right now, it's just very tough to end up in the goal that you want to be in. So that would be my biggest advice.
Thank you.
Think about who you are and what you identify as.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jon Luke.
My message would be to the ugly, to the depression, or the people that feel that they are alone. This message to you guys that you guys are not alone. You know, you see us, we all have our dark past, we all have our sad moments, but we're all still fighting. So we hope that we can fight together and live on. So just be yourself and live life to the fullest.
Thank you. Linus.
Okay, for me, it's quite simple. Is that my second element that I wanted to bring into the pageant is to appeal to everyone to do something nice and not necessarily something big, something kind, to show love. I think in this world, good deeds are not enough. Okay, I'm not trying to give a proper picture of myself and all that. Good deeds are never enough. You know, for example, I just read somewhere before I came that there's this old lady, 80 years old, and she died in the house, being noticed for 2 years with a dog.
With a dog, yeah.
So I won't blame whoever who are staying with her, around her, but I think if we can try to do something nice, kind, to check on your neighbors, not kepo, not being kepo, but just to keep an eye, on someone that is elderly, someone who has need, someone who needs help, or whatever their need is. If you can't help, then, get somebody else to help, the kind of stuff. And if every one of us just move a little step forward, I think the world is a better place. I don't think it's going to be a perfect place. To be honest, I think I'm not looking for that, but it will be a better place for all of us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nicholas.
Mine is you gotta find the one thing you love, find the one thing that makes you go crazy all the time, and just focus everything you have on it. Like just focus all your energies on it. Because once you have that focus, everything becomes black and white. Everything in your life becomes crystal clear. So I think focus, because there's so many books we can read. There's so many fish in the sea we can date. There's so many things we can do. There's so many jobs we can become. But we can't do everything. We can't read everything. Yeah.
But we can do 25 push-ups a day. But guys, thank you so very much, man.
Thank you, Chris.
It's been really nice. I mean it. It's open, very candid, and very honest. And that's thoroughly enjoyable. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for hosting us.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Pleasures. And I hope you had fun. I hope you guys really enjoyed today.
We found out a lot about each other.
You've been watching KWC. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And we wish all of these guys the very best for Mr. World Singapore 2020. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
S12.
Thanks, guys.
This has been Chris Henson on Kopi with Chris. Until next time, stay safe and stay sane. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.